Is the Legends Quadplay from AtGames the end all be all? Does it stop you from needing to buy new Arcade1Ups or an iArcade? Let's talk about it. What's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy MikeOfAllTrades coming to you today with a review that I've been working on for about the last month, and that is for the AtGames Legends Quadplay. First things first, if you like to see, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and comment below and let me know if this is something that you guys are interested in, and if you have one already. But the Quadplay is something that it's different. It came out last year in like October, I think, during the autumn National Owners Day thing or whatever else. And I remember pre-ordering it for like $50. And it was supposed to come out in like February. And then it got pushed back to June. And then finally it decided to get released in like the end of September, beginning of October. And so I've been putting it through its paces for like the last, I don't know, month and a half or whatever else, right? So if you pre-ordered at the NOD price, whatever else, right? It was $50 down, and it was $100 left. So $150 plus $35 for shipping, total $185. It retails for about $300, and you can get it for right now about $170 or $180. I think it's on sale right now, right? One of the things that you need to know about the AtGames Legends Quadplay is that it does not connect to an Arcade Legends Ultimate 1.0. It needs to connect to a 1.1. Do you know? If you don't know how to tell the difference between a 1.0 and 1.1, a 1.1 only has one HDMI port and two USB ports on the little metal strip. So if you have a 1.0, I'm sorry, this doesn't work for you. Your panel, another way to tell is your panel won't be able to accept the pinball buttons on the side. So that's something else you want to keep in mind, right? Now the package, it's long as hell, right? The box, it's super long. Like, it's ridiculous to try to open it up, getting it in. I literally had to lay it on top of my pinball machine to get it open and whatever else, and it's crazy. The panel inside of it, though, well packaged. The foam was covering up the 4 holes. It came with like a USB 3.0 cable, and the package itself with some instructions. Instructions weren't the greatest, right? They were clear and cut, and they did what they need to do. The panel's big. Like, I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but I had to literally like pull that out. So I had to pull it out because the panel is so long. The 6 buttons on the panel are the same ones that you get on your regular Legends Ultimate or the Legends Gamer Mini or the Legends Gamer Pro. There's some sticks and buttons, things of that nature, right? Now, when they first announced this thing and they were taking questions, and then people were like, well, do you want a trackball in it? You don't want a trackball in it. There's a slot for a trackball, but there's no trackball included. AtGames is selling one for $50, or you can do what a lot of people are doing, and you can take the trackball out of your existing AtGames Legends Ultimate panel and put it in there. I'm going to opt for the latter. One day, if I get bored and I want to just put a trackball in, I'll probably just put the trackball in. Connecting it to the ALU, not that hard. You're going to unscrew the 4 screws that are on the panel to begin with. You're going to unscrew them, put them somewhere safe, and then you're going to connect it with USB. Now, you don't need to use USB that's included with it. That USB is for you to connect it to a Legends Core Max or a Legend Core, or if you want to connect it to a PC or something like that and use it as a standalone controller, right? So you connect with connectors, the same ones that are in there right there. And then you're going to screw on the back 2 screws, which at first I was like, that's not that stable. But yeah, it's snug as a bug as a rug, right? It's so stable. It's so good. You don't even have to freaking, worry about it. Now, when you connect it and you read the instructions tell you, Wagner's Tech Talk tells you, everybody says that you should update this panel, right? after, you know, installing the whatever the firmware is needed for it. Now, I connected it and I updated it, right? I didn't update it, like restart it, but I connected it. It registered as a controller. Now, before I did this on the coin ops, all the games worked. I had no problems. I was able to play Simpsons, able to play Turtles, X-Men, you name it. I was able to play it 4 players. No problem at all. As soon as I did that update, Simpsons stopped working, Turtles in Time stopped working, Spider-Man stopped working, and then for certain games you'd have to hold down on the stick and push the start button to enter a credit. So again, before I updated, it wasn't that much of a big deal, but I figured, well, for purpose of review, let me update it and let's see how it goes. And so I think that, I don't know, maybe that was put into the software to maybe stop certain games from being played. Now, again, Wagner Sex Talk on his video has a really good tutorial about how you can take the files on your flash drive and you can update them so that you can play them on your Legends quad play panel, where you can make it so it's 4-player. It's just some restructuring of files, you know, nothing too major about that, right? Speaking of which, if you're not planning on using freaking coin ops or OTGing or whatever else, right? There's only one 4-player arcade on the Arcade Legends Ultimate. Ninja Kids, right? That's the only game that's 4-player on that cabinet. So if you don't plan on, let's be real, for back return, acquiring your old games at BYOG, it's been only for you. Honestly, it's not, you know, but if you are, then check this out and I'll give you my final thoughts.
Troopers begin their invasion of the planet War, Bucky's home planet.
Namco.
Welcome to tonight's matchup, the Detroit Red Wings versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Lindros. Winds up in a save by Vernon. Here's the draw. Stolen. Fedorov. Extall. Pokes at it.
Midway presents NBA Hang Time. Bull. Pistons. The Chicago Bulls versus the Detroit Pistons. Here's the tip-off. And this game is underway. Court. He loses it. Behind the three-point arc. He scores! Hill. Shoots. Bingo. Pistons down by 1. Finesses it. He's got skills. 4. 4. 4. Shoot the ball. Difficult shot.
Communist Smash Early.
So, you guys see the gameplay. You saw the footage. Yo, I have a ball playing NBA Jam, WrestleFest, you know, playing Bucky O'Hare, X-Men, the way they're meant to be played, you know, on that panel. That panel's freaking amazing, you know. Now, granted, there are some games, again, like I stated before, that they don't work. They don't work right out the box. You know, some games you need to go back and recalibrate. For me, Simpsons isn't a big loss. I have an Arcade1Up Simpsons. Turtles in Time, again, not a biggie for me. But little obscure games like Spider-Man and things of that nature that don't work, it's kind of questionable. But being able to live out my dreams and play WrestleFest, you know what I mean? Or play 4-player NBA Jam, you know, that's great to me. And it takes up less space. And I think that's the big thing about all this. The big thing to take away from this is this machine literally does everything now with a 4-player panel. The only thing it's missing is a gun system, and I wish they wouldn't have canceled the guns. One thing you should know about the Quadplay is if you install the Quadplay, you cannot use your pinball buttons. There's nowhere to put them. So maybe you want to keep your O panel and connect it like that or something like that to play pinball if you're using your ALU to play pinball, you know, but most people, they have an ALP. So, you know, that's AtGames Legends Pinball for anybody who's uninitiated. But for the value, for the price point that I got it at for $150, absolutely great. Again, it's on sale right now for $180. You can grab it at that. For $300, if you're watching this when this isn't on sale, yeah, it's kind of hard to swallow. Then you're starting to make decisions about, well, what's more of a priority to you? That being said, playing Sunset Riders, 4 players, you know, having friends over on holidays and whatnot, and just having people get around and getting that feel, you know, without feeling like you're super cramped up. I will say that there was enough space for everybody. Even with the 2 main controllers in the front with 6 buttons and the 2 players on the side with 4 buttons, wasn't bad at all. And I'm a big dude, so that's something you want to keep in mind. Should you buy it? Yeah, absolutely. If you can get it, especially right now with the deal price that it's at, the Legends Quadplay will not steer you wrong. Now, I don't know if you really need the trackball in there or not. Me, I love Golden Tee, so yeah, trackball's going in that mamma jamma, right? But it's worth the money. It's worth the time. It's worth the effort, and you know, it could be a great holiday present for not just for you, but for the men that are married to women, the women are married to men, and vice versa. Yo, it's a good way to bond with your families. There y'all go. I just gave y'all a pass to go ahead and buy it. But what do you think? Have you bought the Legends Quadplay panel? Do you have it? Do you use it? Is this something that you're interested in? Let me know in the comments. Is there a game that you want to know works on it or not? Let me know, and I can check it out. I'm MikeOfAllTrades. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? We're making our way to 4K. It's insane that we're on the way to 4K. I appreciate all y'all for hanging out during this journey. And I'll catch you on the next one. Later.